Good day, Africa, or wherever you're watching us from. I welcome you all to today's edition of Africa Arise. On today's episode of Africa Arise, our attention, our focus will be channeled towards this time, this public time, African time. Now, what is African time? Where does this originate from? Is it really a good time? Is it something that we should imbibe as Africans? This and much more would be examined on today's edition of Africa Arise. But before we go further, I would like to give us a short documentary on Africa. I will be right back.
Amina Jane Mohammed was born on June 27, 1961, as the eldest daughter. Her father was a Nigerian nomad, a vet officer, and her mother a British nurse. For her private and secondary education, she attended schools in Kaduna and Maiduguri in Nigeria. Then, she attended the Bokan School, Isle of Man, UK, after which she proceeded to the Henley Management College in 1989. Amina Jane Mohammed is a diplomat and politician who is serving as the 5th Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations. Previously, she was Nigeria Minister of Environment from 2015 to 2016 and was a key player in the post-2015 development agenda process. From 2002 until 2005, she coordinated the Task Force on Gender and Education for the United Nations Millennium Project. Then she became the Senior Special Assistant to the President of Nigeria, Olusegun Obasanjo, and other successive administrations on the Millennium Development Goals, MDGs. As an SA, she provided advice on issues relating to poverty and public sector. Mohammed serves on the board of numerous international advisory panels and boards, some which are member of the Board of Directors, Global Partnership for Sustainable Development Data, member advisory board, Action Aid International Right to Education Project, advisory board member, Global Development Program of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, member of the board, Hewlett Foundation of Education, member of the Board of Governors in International Development Research Center. Amina is an African pride, a global icon that is helping Africa to rise above limitations. We surely need more Aminas, from Somalia to Senegal, from Mauritius to Cape Town.
Moving on today's show will be a short playlet. I will be right back. Let me check my account. Oh, Forex. Always fluctuating. Oh my God. I just pray it rises before 2 p.m. so that I can cash out as early as possible. Can't wait for the time fluctuating.
Godfrey. Huh? Hello, Godfrey.
Hello, good morning, Chris. How far now?
Good morning. How you doing? How was the night?
Yeah, my night was fine. I'll be in your office in the next 5 to 10 minutes.
No, I'm not at the office. I'm at home.
Ah, you mean you are still at home by this time? Chris, is quite unusual. What happened? All right, I'll be there shortly. All right, all right. Chris, no shele. Chris, it's me, oh.
Godfrey,
Chris,
how you doing?
I'm fine. Oh.
Good to see you.
Early Monday morning, oh.
I better sit down, Gary.
It's quite unusual now. I was surprised when you told me to come home. What happened?
Nothing much. I needed rest.
Rest?
Yeah, so I woke up late.
Woke up late. Okay, I want to guess.
What?
You were having a long conversation with Dupe again.
Actually, no, not at all. Not at all.
So throughout the weekend, you had no rest. So on Monday morning, you are trying to have a rest.
Let me think, Gary. Don't start.
Hey, now what for you? So what about work? Who did complain? This is Monday morning.
Actually, I called my receptionist and told her that my car developed fault. So I'm at the mechanic workshop. So I told them that I'll be coming to work late.
So
Pass the information.
this is Kolawole Automobile Workshop, Abi. Well, I actually came for a different course. Remember the event that is coming up very soon. We've not fixed the date. Our event is in 2 weeks. We've not really fixed the time.
That's true. That's true. Let's fix them. They'll start at 12.
10 a.m.
Yes.
10 a.m. is too early.
Look at you. Don't you know our people?
When you fix 10, they won't come by 10. They will come by 12. You don't keep to time.
Oh, that's true. No.
Just like Mr. Kolawole's daughter's wedding that we would went.
Yes, now. That was that.
I can't just imagine. Since 10 a.m. that we got to the
Reception.
It's quite African time. Well, I think I'll buy to that idea too. So fix 10. We are starting at 12. Let me quickly leave your auto workshop. In fact, I'm late already for work. All right. Take care now.
Have a nice day.
And you too, sir.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
That was the question.
Come on.
What's the meaning of African?
It's a good question. Well, son, actually, it's a slogan that has become habitual among our people. For example, if there is a meeting coming up, and you know that it's going to start by 12, I mean 12 p.m., then write it there, and it's going to start by 10 p.m. Or maybe you have a meeting with someone by 11 p.m. Then by, let me say, like past 11, you still be at home. Or maybe that's when you are about setting out. So,
Does African have its own clock that reads differently?
no, it doesn't.
Then why don't you keep to the exact time that we set?
Since it has become what everybody uses, just use it.
So it means Africans are not liars and they're not faithful.
No, Africans are not liars. Africans are faithful people.
Okay, then if everybody is using it, can I also use it?
Never try it, my son. It's not good. Always keep to your time. When you say 12 p.m., let your 12 p.m. be 12 p.m. When you say 10 a.m., let your 10 a.m. be 10 a.m. That's my fault. Alright. Pick up your book and read. Since this African time can be handed over to our children, why can't you stop it? Since it is bad, why can't you stop it and keep to our time? This has to stop.
Welcome back. I believe we were able to learn one or two things from that playlet. Now it's time for us to feel the pulse of the street on this matter. Now it is important for us to also check and to listen to people out there to share their view on this issue of African time. Do not touch that dial. Stay tuned.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I do hear about it.
No, I wouldn't encourage it.
Actually, I don't encourage it because African times has caused a lot of havoc in the sense that some things that ought to be done in a scheduled time are not being done. So I don't encourage African time.
Presently, I also engaged in African timing today because I was told a program starts by 8 and I entered there 8:15. I would encourage us to come to, like, we should make use of our time correctly. We should come at the right time we were asked to come for something. It's very, very important.
My advice to the viewers covering this African time is that they should just rise up to whatever they are said to be done, and whatever meeting or event that they're gonna hold, they should keep to time whenever, anywhere they might be.
Àmọ̀ràn tèmi ni pé ntí iṣẹ́ tí kálukú bá ń ṣe kéèyàn mójútó. Even gan téèyàn bá ń jẹ oúnjẹ téèyàn ò bá mójútó, ìjẹkújẹ lèèyàn á jẹ. Táwa sọ wípé iṣẹ́ téèyàn ń ṣe téèyàn fi ń jéèyàn láwùjọ, téèyàn fi ń jẹ, téèyàn fi ń mu, èèyàn gbúdọ̀ mójútó. Ara mójútó náà dẹ̀ ni pé kéèyàn má wo àwọn ìpèníjà tó bá wáyé.
Wow, welcome back. Now let us move on to clearing the hair. This is where we have our own Ambassador Akitoye Rufus standing by to further enlighten us on this topical issue. Do not touch that dial. Ensure that you get your pen and your paper when necessary, jot necessary points, and begin to work in accordance with what you've heard. Do not touch that dial. I'll be right back.
Time. In my opinion, time is life. I mean, time is beyond money. The singer sang time and money. In my opinion, time is bigger than money. Time is life. Time is the measurement of life. If somebody is 50 years old, we know that you are 50 by reason of time. It means 4 weeks in a month, 12 months in a year for 50 times, I don't know. And we can say you are 50 years old. So every bit of time that is lost is a bit of one's life that is lost. A second that is wasted is a bit of one's life that is wasted. And every second that counts is a bit of your life that is counted. So in Africa, we can't afford to joke with the way we handle time. In this part of the world, we abuse time. Hey, the big deal for me is what we call African time. There is no time called African time. It's just a thing from our mindset as psyche. It's attitudinal. We learned it over time. We can learn it. We can learn it. If a meeting is going to be for 12, we write 12. But we not start 12, we start by 2. That's what we call African time. Is this way of tolerating abuse of time, and we have done it. Several people have lost job, missed interview, businesses have been wrecked as a result of how we manage resources and time. In fact, in my opinion, time is a resource. It's a resource. It's as fighter, if not more fighter, than money. The money. So, how do we change from here? How do we make things better? We are all going to be needed. We must consciously say this must change, and it can change. This abuse of time must change. Spiritual leaders must rise. Political leaders must rise. Schools must rise. If reception time is 8, it should be 8. If an event is going to hold for 2, the president, the governor should be there. Moment before that time, we'll be sending the right message. I think this is the way it's going to go. If you want to change this nemesis, the water flow must flow again from the door. From the door. Church, mosque, if event should start by 2, we should start by 2. Even if we have just 2 persons there, we should start. That way we'll be sending the right message to people, and by process of time, some of these issues will change. The world has universal timeline. We can't bring up our own and call it African time. It's undoing us. It's not helping us. It's blackmailing Africa, and we must change it right here, right now. And I believe we can. If the change will start from me, and you're also ready to change, before you know it, the society will change. Let's bring an end and say no to African time. Thank you. I'm back into you, Rufus.
Welcome. I believe we've all been enlightened on today's show. Now, it's very important for us to have this at the back of our mind, that some of the things we actually embrace are not something that ought to be. Because when we examine the way the other people in advanced countries live their life, they keep to time. So African time is not really an accolade. It's not really something that we should be known for. It's really an act of indiscipline. Let your yes be yes, yet your no be no. Let your timing be accurate. Because one thing is clear, if we can start to discipline ourselves, having a personal discipline on ourselves, it will actually reflect in the life of those that surround us. So it is very important that let the change start from you. Let the change begins from you. There is a saying that says, charity begins at home. So it is what you start with that you can enact into the lives of someone, you can impact someone with. So African time, this mentality of we're not keeping to time, anytime we are hosting an event across every sector. It could even be in an official level. It could be in religious houses. It could be in a church or in the mosques. It is very important that we always learn to keep to time. Till we come your way again next week, do have a wonderful week ahead. Remain blessed. Bye.